In today's video, we're gonna be searching this lake for giant monster fish. In the past, we've caught some pretty amazing fish, including giant hammerhead sharks, beautiful red-tailed catfish, and hundreds of colorful fish. But today's mission is completely different. Every year, hundreds of tourists actually come to these lakes, and for some strange reason, end up losing fingers and toes while swimming. There's actually been multiple news stations covering it, and they post pictures that are pretty disturbing, I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, I had to hear it from the man himself. This right here is Captain Lee. He called me up earlier this week to come fishing with him because he's been seeing some monster fish that are almost as big as humans. Lee, is this true?
Absolutely. This lake has lots of wakeboarding, but recently, a lot of people have been getting attacked.
And that's why we're here today. But there's only one problem. The water actually right here is super dirty, and you really can't see anything once you get inside. And normally, I would just come out here with my giant fishing rod. But honestly, because the rocks are so rocky, fishing rods really don't work, and it leaves us really with only one option. Yeah. These bad boys. We're gonna be fishing with our hands today. But trust me, I'm not that crazy. I'll wear some gloves every now and then. So with our new gloves on, we started waiting around looking for some giant holes. And honestly, it didn't take long.
Franklin, there's a hole right here.
Oh crap. Okay, Raw fam, it's officially begun. It's right here. Oh, a minute. Oh, I fell right in the hole. All right, Raw fam, so wish me luck. Here we go. Oh my goodness! Look at that one, Raw fam! Jeez! Woo-hoo-hoo! That's a big one! Raw fam, I can't believe we caught this giant fish with my bare hands. Although we did finally catch our first fish, I don't think this is the man-eating fish we're after. But it's definitely a great start. Look how big that one is. Woo! All right, here we go. I'm gonna release him. That was a great fish, but honestly, I think we need to start covering some more ground. This lake is freaking massive, and that's why I brought some of my favorite drinks. And throughout today's video, we're actually gonna be rigging up some of these drinks to help catch a bunch of these massive man-eating fish. And to rig them, it's super easy. First, you're gonna take some of your fishing line and you're actually gonna tie it right to your jug line. Then you're gonna string off a little bit of the fishing line and then tie on a hook. But unfortunately, I couldn't convince Captain Lee to let me show you guys what his secret bait is, so I'm gonna have to do that off camera. So we're gonna throw this prime bottle out and hopefully we catch something later on in the video. Hey Lee, think we're gonna catch anything with our prime bottle?
I don't know, Franklin. I've never fished with a prime bottle before.
All right, here we go. Keep watching because we're gonna come back and check that prime bottle later on in the video.
I don't know about the prime bottle, but I know there's a couple spots around the corner that could hold a monster.
Well, fam, we just came around the corner and it didn't take long to find what we were after. There's actually a giant fish right here smashed between two giant rocks. Oh, there's definitely something inside of this hole. Lee, what do you think it is, man?
I think it's either that giant fish or that turtle we're trying to avoid.
Yikes, Raw fam. Remember, those giant man-eating turtles can easily take a finger off. Wish me luck. Oh, it bit me! It bit me! Oh, it bit me hard! This is the part of the video where it gets a little scary for me too. I don't know what it is. All right, here we go. Oh, I got him! I got him! Oh, Lee, help! Oh, he's got me! He's got me!
Come back up, Frank.
Oh, look at that big one! Trust me, Raw fam, this fish did not go down without a fight. Look, Raw fam, he's even got some giant battle wounds. So whenever I first stuck my hand in the hole, I thought this was a really small fish. It bit me literally like 3, 4, 5 times. My whole hand could fit inside of this fish's mouth like that. And that is what we're actually after, Raw fam. If a fish this big can bite my whole hand, there's a good chance that if a little kid was here, it could take off an actual finger. Whoa!
Now that you mention it, Franklin, I do remember hearing something about someone losing a finger or toe last week up at the swimming hole further up the river.
We all know that I have giant animals at my house, ranging from massive red tails all the way down to baby guppies. And I do have a couple crazy turtles as well. So I'm not afraid of anything, and I'm gonna take Lee up on his offer to take me to that swimming hole.
All right, let's go.
So we hopped inside of the boat and Lee took me over to the secret swimming hole that honestly locals aren't supposed to go to. This area is actually closed off because the tourists have been getting attacked. But me and Lee are pretty resilient, so we hopped in and honestly, I don't think it took long to find what was biting people. So we're wrapping up this lake and we're over here at the last spot of the day. Between this spot and whatever the heck we're gonna catch inside of that prime bottle fish jug, that's all we got for this lake and we gotta hurry up and head out of here. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Oh, big one. Big one. Lee, help. It's got my finger. Oh! Look at that big guy. Oh, or should I say big mama? Look at those belly. Oh, RAWWFam, this is a beautiful big old catfish. And if you look at the big belly, it has a bunch of eggs in it. So this guy or this girl, this is gonna be a big mama soon. And just like all of the other fish from today, it has a giant big old mouth. Watch this, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, he stuck my whole hand in his mouth. Look at this, RAWWFam. That could easily take a finger off. And this right here is exactly why we came to this lake. Captain Lee, is this right here the giant man-eating fish for our video, or do you think we're still gonna have to go to that other lake?
I think we're gonna have to go to the other lake.
Dang it, RAWWFam. On a scale of 1 to 10, how big do you think this is?
It's about a 5.
Oh my God, RAWWFam, they could get even bigger. RAWWFam, comment down below if you guys think we're gonna catch the real man-eating fish in today's video. So, I think there's only one thing left to do. Oh. Lee, brother, give me some. Great job so far, that was awesome. Wait, did anybody get the prime bottle?
I didn't.
Wait, it was supposed to be right there. So we were packing up all of our stuff and we quickly realized that the prime bottle was literally gone. I don't know anything that could take the entire bottle and disappear. Lee, do you have any ideas what could have?
I bet it had to be the man-eating fish.
RAWWFam, I think we had our opportunity to catch this giant fish and we might have messed up. So we had our shot at the man-eating fish and it honestly sucks that that giant thing probably got away. But we all got together and we formed up a last-ditch effort to actually hit up a different lake tomorrow morning to see if we can get another shot at a giant man-eating fish that could potentially be as big as me. This time we decided to switch up our methods just a little bit. And that's why today we bought a bunch more prime bottles. You see, yesterday we actually had a giant fish steal one of our prime bottles. And well, it got me thinking. While me and Lee are sticking our hands inside of the holes to catch these massive things, we're gonna be throwing out a bunch of prime bottle fishing jugs to see if we can get another shot at a giant man-eating fish. And it was pretty simple. We took our fishing line and we tied it around all of our prime bottles. And then we pretty much just threw our prime bottles out there and we were literally already fishing. So now while our prime bottles are out here fishing for us, me and Lee are over here at one of his secret spots to see if I can stick my hand inside of a hole. All right, you ready, Lee?
I'm ready.
So do you think that there's gonna be a fish inside of this giant hole, or do you think it's gonna be the elusive giant snapping turtle?
I think it's gonna be the snapping turtle.
Oh no. Alrighty, RAWWFam, here we go. Whoa, he just attacked me. Woo! This is a big fish. This is a big fish, RAWWFam. This could be the man-eating catfish that we are after. Lee, let's go.
Let's get it.
Oh, dang! Look at this, RAWWFam. Look at that giant man-eating catfish. Oh my gosh! But here's the final test. Is this fish gonna be able to fit my whole hand inside of his mouth? Oh my gosh! RAWWFam, if this isn't a certified giant, I don't know what is. But honestly, Lee, can I be honest?
What?
I think there's also a snapping turtle inside of the hole. There was a giant hard shell looking thing that I think also bit me. RAWWFam, whatever is in there, if it's a snapping turtle or if it's another man-eating fish, I'm gonna see if I can stick my hand in there without losing a finger. But Lee, we need to be quick because those prime bottle fish traps are still out there and we need to go check those after. All right, let's put it on the boat. Woo! Look at that giant catfish. All right, RAWWFam, so I'm ready to see if that catfish had a girlfriend or if I might lose a finger. All right, here we go. Wait, could I really lose a finger if it's a giant turtle?
You'll be lucky if you only lose a finger.
Wish me luck. Woo! Nice one, baby! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! RAWWFam, we just got another beautiful big old catfish. Woo! Captain Lee, man! That belly is a beautiful fish. Look at those big old eggs right there. Wow. That right there is a perfect catfish. So in order to see whether or not, these giant catfish are the size of man-eating fish, we're gonna put them both on the boat to get some measurements. Let's see how big the smaller catfish is. Here we go. Uh-oh, here we go. How big is it? Oh, it's 25 pounds. RAWWFam, this is the smaller catfish. If this fish right here is 25 pounds, I wonder how big the big one is. My guess, it's at least double. Oh, alrighty, RAWWFam. Let's see how big this giant catfish really is. Oh, 35 pounds. What? Bro, fam, look how big this giant catfish is. We're not sure, but this fish was really close to 40 pounds. What a freaking giant. Bro, fam, so nobody gets attacked. We're actually gonna put this monster fish back inside of the hole that we found her because we don't want it to go rampant and just start attacking swimmers. Everyone say goodbye to this giant man-eating fish. Wow, look at that thing, it's crazy. I'm going down there. Woo! One is in. All right, here we go. Here goes the second one. Woo! Captain Lee, brother, thank you so much. This right here is Captain Lee, and I hit him up and we got it done, Raw fam. We came out here to catch a giant man-eating catfish, and honestly, I think we accomplished it. Oh crap, I totally forgot. What about the prime bottles?
I don't know, we need to go find them.
But Raw fam, we need to hurry up and go check those prime bottles because believe it or not, they've actually seen bigger fish inside of this lake that were bigger than the one we just caught. Actually, I think they were double. Lee?
Personally, I've seen them from 50 to 90 pounds, but I've just never been able to catch one.
And that is our goal for today's video. Yes, we caught a monster, but can we catch one even bigger and potentially bring one back to the Raw fam to grow up into a world record size fish? Raw fam, how cool would it be if I had a man-eating catfish in my backyard? So after catching those two giant fish, we headed straight over to the prime bottles. And little did we know that they actually drifted over to a nearby bank. And I ran over and I jumped in on the first prime bottle, the pink one. It broke off. Raw fam, whatever we hooked broke the line. I think it's probably stuck inside of one of these rocks right here. Raw fam, whatever broke the hook off had to have been a monster fish. 30, 40 pound test fishing line. Crazy that it bit right through it, but it probably got jammed up and broke right off. Let's check the other one. Gloves going on. Here we go. The other one kind of like pushed up into the bank. Yeah, we got a fish. We got a fish. Raw fam, something ate it and put us over into these rocks right here. Raw fam, we tracked this prime bottle all the way over to the fishing spot. And if you guys watch the line, it leads right to that hole right down below us. So Lee, what do you think, brother?
Well, honestly, this isn't one of my fishing spots, so I think I ought to go down there and make sure that it's safe.
All right, go for it. Like right there, yeah. Right here. Oh my God, that is a big hole. That's a big hole, buddy.
It's a huge hole. It goes way back in there. I'm not sure what that is.
It could be the giant man-eating turtle we're after, or it could be a giant man-eating fish. Whatever it is in there, at least 6 feet, right?
You'll have to put your whole body in there to get to it.
So Captain Lee's actually gonna get on this side of me, and if I need help, he'll just rip me out, and the fish hopefully will come with me. You got my back?
I got you. I'll pull you out if you need it.
All right, here we go.
He's in trouble.
Oh. Oh yeah! Oh frick yeah! Look at that giant fish right there. Let's go! Cleve, I told you we were gonna catch something on the prime bottle.
Look at it.
You know what they say, Raw fam? You throw out a prime bottle fish jug and you're gonna catch a big old fish, buddy. All right, Raw fam, we wanna see if this is bigger than the last pond monster that we caught. To know whether or not we should keep fishing with prime bottles or we should just stick to doing it with our hands. But let's figure out when we get on the boat. Let's weigh him. Alrighty, Raw fam. Let's see how big this thing is. Is it bigger than the other one? How big? 31 pounds. Oh my gosh. Raw fam, the other one was way bigger. This is still a giant fish, but not the man-eating catfish that we caught earlier in the video. So that means we know the method we must do. We're gonna continue fishing with our hands for a smaller catfish. Because Raw fam, I wanna bring one of these big man-eating catfish back to the Raw fam and put it in one of my giant aquariums. If you don't know, I actually have giant above ground pools at my actual house. And to keep one of these giant man-eating catfish as a pet would be a dream of mine. So that's what we're gonna do right now. So if you guys wanna see me put a monster man-eating fish inside of my pond back at the Raw fam, keep watching. All right, but the fish are in the water. Time to noodle. So now that we caught a giant man-eating catfish, we're gonna look for one way smaller. One that we can actually bring to the Raw fam. So we jumped inside the same area we caught that monster fish and we checked spot after spot after spot and it wasn't looking bright. And it started to look like we weren't gonna catch the fish that we were after until we found this one. Literally right there.
It's a small fish.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is small. I feel it. It's literally right there. Yeah, he's biting me. He's biting me. Let's go. Raw fam, there is a little catfish inside of this hole, and we've checked spot after spot after spot trying to find a small catfish to bring home with us on a plane. I think we finally got it. Woo! Got it, baby.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Now, Raw Fam, I want to make sure that the next time you guys see this fish, it's going to be at the Raw Fam, going inside of there. So we're going to put this guy right inside of the cooler. So the boat came over and we actually put this catfish right inside of the perfect size cooler to bring home with us. Let's go. That's the one. Raw Fam, we finally did it. We got a man-eating fish for the Raw Fam. Definitely. Thank you so much, buddy.
You're welcome.
Guys, we finally got our brand new pond pet that we're going to bring back to the Raw Fam. But can we keep it alive on this flight? So everybody got on the boat and we rushed back to the airport with our brand new man-eating fish. Raw Fam, we have some good news and we have some bad news. The good news is we are here back in Florida. But the bad news is we actually had to buy our very own box and manually ship that catfish all the way from another state all the way to Florida, and the flight got delayed and our catfish is not here. And there's a really good chance that our new man-eating catfish is dead, sitting in a box, flying from God knows where. This really sucks because I actually wanted to grow that man-eating catfish here in my backyard just like I do with my Japanese koi fish that I flew in. I flew all the way to Japan to buy these guys and they were really small when I got them. And now some of these fish are worth $25,000. So it's either one of two things. Our man-eating catfish is dead or we're gonna have a very small chance of keeping it alive if the box shows up. And I really don't want this thing to be dead. This really sucks. It's here? Guys, it's here, let's do it. But was all of my hard work for nothing, or was this giant man-eating catfish still alive inside of that box? Woo! Let's go! He's alive, Raw Fam, let's go! So we started acclimating our new monster-sized pet fish, and we got ready to put it in the pond, but the monster catfish that are living in there, they had other plans. The giant catfish seemed very hungry, and when I put my hand in the water, they would come right up and try and eat it. And as far as our new man-eating catfish, he's still a baby, so we can't take any chances with this. But I have an idea. While we wait for these monster fish to calm down, now we're over here at Monster Lake. And if you haven't seen my videos before, Monster Lake is actually filled with monster animals, including giant catfish, freshwater sharks, and even man-eating turtles. But there's only one problem. Usually they'll jump out and attack me, so we have to be very careful. Here we go. But I was sitting there slapping the top of the water trying to call these fish in, and it just wasn't happening. So like me, I scooped up a cup of chum and I started throwing dog food all over the pond, and it didn't take long for the monster fish to come up. And now that we mention it, the pond monsters weren't the only thing that were excited for the dog food. And we poured a little bit of that chum right where we just slapped the water, and a giant catfish came right up. So let's try this again. Oh my God! Woo! I would be honest, I'm not looking forward to feeding them again. It's kind of scary. So fish after fish, we started feeding all of the giant catfish until they were nice and full. Now we're ready to get back to the Raw Fam to see if that fish is done acclimating. All right, here we go. Come on, buddy. Wow, look at him. He looks perfect. Hi, bud. You ready to go in the oh, dang it. Keeps biting me. He's definitely a man-eating catfish if he wants to take my pinky off. But has the monster pond finally calmed down? I don't know, let's find out. Come on, pond monsters. Anything? All right, nothing's coming up. We may be in the clear to put this man-eating catfish inside with the monsters. And so we did. We actually scooped up the man-eating catfish and put him inside of that bucket, and now we're ready to put him inside of the pond. Alrighty, Raw Fam, here we go. Bye, bud. Woo! Welcome to the monster pond. This pond right here gets fed 3 to 5 times a day, so if that thing is actually gonna turn into a giant size man-eating catfish, this is the pond to do it. But I need your guys' help. Comment down below what freshwater fish we should actually put in the monster pond, no matter how crazy it actually is. Not only did we go out and catch a bunch of giant catfish with our hands, but we also brought back a smaller catfish that, as far as I'm concerned, can be just as big as those ones, if not bigger. And that to me sounds like a freaking amazing video. But as for the blue prime bottle fishing contraption, that's as big of a mystery as all of the people losing limbs from the man-eating fish that live in that lake. Until when we landed in Florida this morning, it was a complete mystery until I actually had a phone call from Captain Lee.
Hey Franklin, after you left the other day, it didn't sit right with me that prime bottle was still out in the lake. The next day, me and my son went out there searching for it. You won't believe what we found. It's probably one of the biggest blue catfish I've ever seen in my whole life. Franklin, if it was you or it was me, that thing was well over 50 pounds. You should be proud, buddy. That is truly a trophy fish, bud.
No way, Raw fam. Whatever was on that jug line, Captain Lee actually caught. So it took a little bit, but Captain Lee actually just sent us a picture of the giant man-eating fish that was on the end of our prime bottle. And wouldn't you know it, this fish is as big as Captain Lee himself. Oh my goodness, what the heck is that thing? Raw fam, it's crazy to think that there's bigger fish in that lake than the ones that we caught. And well, maybe this fish right here is related to the one that we caught and brought back to the Raw fam. So if you guys think that our mini-sized man-eating fish is gonna become massive, make sure you guys like today's video. But if I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm just happy that one of us was able to potentially catch the man-eating fish monster that lived inside of that lake. Raw fam, if you guys enjoyed today's video, like the video, and for more, click right here.